Hello, my name is Thomas Norton, and I work in the Educational Technology Department at BJU Press. Today I'm going to show you a tool called Whiteboard.fi. What this tool is it's a whiteboard app that allows you and your students to have individual whiteboards you work on, and then also gives you the ability to view your students' work and do what they call push your whiteboard to your students. So you can be working on something or you could prepare something on your whiteboard and you can give it to your students to work on and to work through. When you log in, you'll be taken to this dashboard, and you'll see down here they have the free trial that they want you to sign up for. You can actually use Whiteboard FI without a subscription. There are some limits on the number of students you can have and how many whiteboards you can have open, um, but you don't need to have a subscription to use it. To get started, you'll move down here to live sessions. And what you'll do to get started is click start a new session. Now it's not going to allow me to start a whole new session um, here because I am only allowed to have one session open at a time, and I have one open here. But when you're starting, you would click start a new session and enter a title and get started. Once you've created your session, I'll show you what the teacher view looks like. This is what it looks like as the teacher. You have on the left side, this is your whiteboard. All of your students can see your pages unless you hide them. And as you work through them and you talk through what you're working on, your students can follow along. You'll notice you have a bunch of tools over here on the left. We have the ability to write and add shapes, as well as the ability to work with some math tools, the ruler, insert equations, and do graphs. Up at the top, you'll see that there are a few different tools. You have your students tab here that will allow you to hide your students' names so that you can't tell which student is working in which whiteboard. You can erase your student whiteboards, or you can do what's called push your whiteboard to your students. So what that will do is take the whiteboard page that you're working on currently and add it to their whiteboards so that they can work through it. So for example, on my second page here, I have a problem that I want my students to work on and be trying out. So all I did was I opened up the students tab and I clicked push, and it will give that slide to each of my students. You click current page only, it will just move that one. If you don't have that clicked, it will give your students all of the whiteboard slides you've been working on so far. Once your students have that whiteboard, they can start working and you're able to monitor them over to the right here. So on the right, these are our student work, student whiteboards. And you'll notice I only have 2 students in here at the moment, but you can scroll through and see how your students are working. This updates in real time as they are using and changing things on their boards. Maybe, for example, I want to look at this first student, A+. I see that she's put in the wrong number. For our parentheses here, she should have a 7, but she has a 14. So I have the ability to click into that and I can give her some feedback. There's some actions up here that you can do that with. You can erase the whiteboard, or you can um, send some feedback here, write a comment, let her know what she needs to change here. Of course, you could also get up and go over and talk to that student too. Maybe, for example, I want to take down the second student's work and show the class what they're working on. I have that ability too. So we'll click into their work, and on the actions pane, we can just click copy to teacher whiteboard. That will copy that student's work to my board. And now when I exit this view and go back, you'll see I have that I can take and start explaining to the class what that student was working on and show them an example of what they should be doing. When you're done with your session, We'll just go up here to to session and click end session. It will clear out the session and send our students back out of um, this assignment. So that is Whiteboard.fi. Hope you could find great uses for it. I really like the way that you can interact with your students and give them some options here. I hope you have some great ways you can use this in your classroom, and I hope you have a great day.